Um, Not a crazy amount of cards this week compared to some of the weeks we've had. We will rip that WNBA Prism blaster at some point once I go through all these. Um, like I said, not a ton of cards this week, but definitely some fun ones. We got a Jimi Hendrix pack. These are the base cards in the Jimi Hendrix pack, which is pretty cool looking for base cards. And then we got a nice one here. Um, of them. So that was my first time with Jimi Hendrix cards, and I would say pretty fun. Got some Invincible cards. Couple packs of these we opened. Those are like the base there, and then both our hits were actually Rexplode this time. Got a Rexplode there and a numbered Rexplode. This is actually my first numbered Invincible card. So I'll throw that up there as one of my cool cards of the week. Let's see what else we got. Also, non-sports, we got sent a handful of V friends, which I know nothing about, but I was happy to see that there was a gorilla in there, which has already gone to my nephew, who absolutely loves gorillas. Pretty cool on these cards. It has the original artwork on the back for um each of the characters. But like I said, I don't know anything about V Friends, but it was cool to get a new type of cards. Next up, I'll go with the soccer cards we got. A couple random ones, Topps Chrome here, and then Football's Finest, about four or five of those cards. Um, Pretty neat. I know soccer's been popular lately with the World Cup going on now. Um, and I said, when if you end up watching the one pack rips of this, I said, I don't know what that is. Is that Poland? And it says Spain right there. So got it wrong. Did get a Landon Donovan, which was neat. Um, and then our hit for the pack was this very cool card. The green with all the stuff around it. Hey Lori, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I'm just going through all the cards that we got this week. Soccer there. And then we had some baseball cards. Co- got a cool little die cut there. This one's numbered to 250. Put that up there next to the numbered Rexplode. Got a Pedro Martinez on the Crusade. Jackson Merrill. Actually, these three were out of the pack that my sons gave me for Father's Day, so I really love this one. Honest Wagner. I liked them all, obviously, because they were from my sons. And just really cool cards. And then some unique ones that we had never ripped before were disc golf cards. This is the first time we get some of those. So these are some of the hits out of there. This one looks like you could piece it together with a bunch of different other cards because I feel like that would put say something. But the big hits out of this was a centerpiece, Justin Rozak, 7 out of 20 with a little fabric in there. Autographed Linus Carlson, numbered to 60, and numbered to 50, Ezra Anderhold, who is a very good player, super jacked, as you can say, especially for a disc golfer. But that's what we got there. Next sport, we'll do basketball. Usually, basketball is the largest stack, but this week it wasn't. These are out of a Topps Chrome pack that we got. Got a Clyde Drexler there. Got a film study, Jalen Green. This was heartbreaking. I bought this. My son's going to a camp at the Pistons training facility this summer, and I was like, "Yo, I have to get a good Isaiah Stewart card in case he's there." But he has since been traded. And then right here we got Karis LeVert numbered. I couldn't find him on a Pistons card, but he's still on the Pistons. So three numbered cards this week, or I guess, and three disc golf numbered. Also got a Jared McCain and Brandon Miller for basketball. So again, fun stuff. And then we'll go into some football. Benjamin and I opened a Rookies and Stars box this week, but these are some just other cards that oh, that's on the top loader, obviously. These are just some other cards that we got in aside from that. And then as far as our hits from the Rookies and Stars packs, we got a few of these parallel touchdown club, Walter Payton, a couple draft class with Travis Hunter and Cam Ward there. Artistry in motion, Travis Hunter. A few of the rookie rush cards, Will Howard, Jack Beck, Quinn Ewers, and then I believe these are red plaid is what they're called. We got a Garrett Wilson, Kyle Hamilton, Julius Peppers, RJ Harvey, Ted McMillan, Roma Dunze on the Thrillers, Trevor Lawrence on the Airborne, Derek Carr on the Airborne, and then rookie royalty little patch card for Dylan Gabriel there. Those were the um, from the box that my son and I opened was super fun. Our next box that he picked out, if we get, I think we're ten subscribers away, is the Looney Tunes box, which is something we haven't got. I also got this very cool. Um, hey Daniel, how are you? Icky Woods autograph. Um, Pretty neat card. I'll put that up there with the cards I think are neat. Oh, maybe I won't. There we go. And then a rookie wave, Tet McMillan too. And then lastly, it was our first time opening up some NASCAR cards, and it was super fun. My son was not excited about it because he's not interested in NASCAR. But then once we got going, it was like these cards are really cool. Greg Biffle uh, used to be my favorite. Ross Chastain, a couple of him on the Race Kings. Jimmy Johnson, Race King. Chase Elliott, Race King. Dale Earnhardt Jr., another Chase Elliott, Race King. Denny Hamlin. Got Natalie Decker on the optic. These are a few of the optic ones. Jeff Gordon in there. Uh, Burning Rubber, Martin Truex Jr., William Byron on the Burning Rubber, Rusty Wallace, Ben Rhodes. This Kyle Busch Unleashed card is super nice. Terry Labonte in the Retro Series and a Jake Garcia rookie. These were from 2024. And then some of the absolutely awesome cards that thought were the coolest was Pedal to the Metal, Austin Cindric, who I'm not familiar with, but the fact that it has, see if I can get that, enclosed race used sheet metal. So that is something super unique. And then along with this, that my son opened from Michael McDowell, Burning Rubber, which is also race used tire. So those were both super cool. Also from there, we got a couple numbered cards. Matt Kenseth, numbered to 149. And then Brett Holmes, numbered to 249 on the throwback looking card. And a Daniel Suarez autograph all out of the same box. So pretty cool. Here's all like numbered and autograph cards for the week. Got a good mix: baseball, football, racing, invincible. Also disc golf, numbered and autographed memorabilia, a little bit of everything from the disc golf. So that was awesome. But yeah, overall, not too many cards this week compared to some of the weeks we've had. Um, you can see a little cards right there. And then, but just overall, I think the cards we got were super fun to open. And I got this in the mail today, so I've been enjoying opening WNBA cards. I kind of like the lower end, I guess they are boxes like the Donruss because it has so many cards in there. Um, and I don't sell cards very often or anything like that. So just getting a ton of cards is super fun. Um, I know there's probably higher likelihood of some value in this type of set, but it's only 24 cards compared to like the 90 or whatever you get out of the Donruss. But I'm gonna rip through these. Hopefully I get something cool. I don't know if there are, it says 6 ice prisms. I don't think there are any like guaranteed autographs or memorabilia or anything like that. So we'll see what we get. Lauren Jackson. All right. Cool. This is probably the ice prism it was talking about. Markeisha Davis. And then another rookie base. These cards have a bit of a curve to them, which is interesting. But Megan Gustafson, Rakia Jackson on the blue. No number or anything, but pretty neat. And then Shea Petty and Sue Bird on the Pioneers. All right. Some good hits in that pack. Good amount, at least. Gabby Williams, base. Got a Diamond Miller on the blue. Second blue. This is a nice one. Diana Taurasi on the Ice Prism, I believe that is. Just based on reading the box again. Nothing crazy yet, but again, not expecting anything crazy. Diana Taurasi, Michaela Timpson for the Fever rookie card. Not numbered or anything, but on the green. Ice Prism, McCowan, and Lucy Olson, rookie. We open these ones. Caitlin Chen, Cardoso on the Ice Prism, and Brittany Sykes. Last pack of these. See if we can hit something cool. Um, ultra rare abstract insert, I guess, is something. Kia Stokes. This looks like a refractor. Maddie Seegers. Got another blue. Courtney Williams. And Isaiah James on the rookie Ice Prism. So overall, it's pretty neat box. It's like it was like half and half base cards and parallels or whatever they are, but these were the hits. Those blue ones look really cool, especially with the Minnesota Lynx jersey. Got a green. That was my only green. Sue Bird on the Pioneers, but yeah. So I add these to the stack for my card review for next week. That's usually what I do, and then from there we'll see if we can hit any of these milestones here on Cosmo Cards for 180 subscribers, which we're about 10 away, about 200 away from the likes, just a huge fat pack box of football cards. And then um, we're getting close to that one. Hey, how's it going? Um, we're getting close to that one for the 100K total views, but overall, this was a cool blaster. A lot of cool inserts to check out. Um, and then just some fun stuff this week that we got. I think the racing cars were probably my favorite just because it was something unique and new that we hadn't got with the race used sheet metal and the race used tire inside the card. And they were actually like too big for my thicker size top loaders. So I need to find some new ones. Hey, thank you. Yeah, we had a bunch of stuff this week. A little bit of everything. We had racing, invincible, basketball, football, Jimi Hendrix, even a little bit of soccer, couple V friends. Um, but it was a fun week. Usually I rip with my son, but I was cleaning the garage all day today and they're in bed. So um, hopefully pretty soon we'll hit these milestones because I know he loves ripping. And then we're pretty well stocked up on all kinds of things. Got a Michael Jackson box in there, some tennis, some more racing, a lot of different basketball sets just because that's my son's favorite. I think that's a live golf in there. Pro wrestling, I think I said some more invincible. So we got a lot of stuff coming up on the channel that we'll rip at certain points. Usually it's milestones on the channel or whenever we feel like opening a box. And then, but yeah, if you watch this, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And I hopefully you like this enough to check us out again.